Today is August 16th, 2024. My name is Charles Suter, and today I'm presenting the topic, Becoming Decisive. I have a reference book for this. The book's title is Decisive by Dan and Chip Heath. My message for this presentation, my main message, is better decisions come from better alternatives. If you want to become more decisive, you must become more proficient in making good, timely decisions. Making good, timely decisions is important to living a good life. Your life today is the product of all the decisions you've made during your lifetime. So if you don't like the life you have now, then you can blame your past decisions. To earn a better future, start making better decisions. Now here are the 4 biggest mistakes people make in decision making. Number 1. Framing a decision too narrowly so that only a few options remain for your consideration. Other good options might lie just outside your purview. Every decision depends upon how you view it. For example, to a blind man, an elephant would be many different animals depending upon what he touches first. Number 2, sticking with your first perception about a situation based on only what you're familiar with, and then seeking information to confirm your choice. Now, doing so will cause you to gather self-serving information and ignoring disconfirming information. Number 3, making a spur-of-the-moment decision when you're under emotional distress. By that I mean fear or greed, without stopping to think before you act. And 4, becoming overconfident in your choice and unwilling to consider contrary evidence, and also becoming dogmatic. A common failing for most people is overestimating the importance of what they know and underestimating what they don't know. The difficult decisions are more complex with multi-period consequences, so there's a good chance of making a wrong decision. All decisions should be considered probationary until their upside potential and downside liabilities are revealed. Don't get locked into a decision prematurely you can't get out of. Stay flexible with your eyes wide open. If a decision is not working out, don't continue to pour good money after bad and doubling down on a bad decision. Keep your ego out of your decisions. Be willing to admit you were wrong and fast to correct your mistakes. Proposition 1. Avoid a narrow framing of your decision. Most people make a decision in either an either-or binary format, such as yes or no, this or that. The remedy around this is to test to see if you can do both this and that, and include other possibilities. Widen your decision space. So better decisions come from opening up the decision base to include more options. Again, better decisions come from better alternatives. You get better alternatives by widening your decision space. Make a special effort to widen your options by thinking outside the box. And by that I mean outside your comfort zone. Many good options lie outside your normal pure view, and you must make an effort to find them. Don't just rely on your intuition to pick your options unless you have extensive experience in the subject matter underlying your decision. Don't try to wing it because you could be wrong. It is better to get the right information at the beginning than to have reality reveal the truth later after it's too late. The more time you spend on investigating alternatives to your decision, the better the decision you will make. However, to be decisive, you must make decisions in a timely manner. Proposition 2. Investigate and test multiple options simultaneously. In other words, don't just down-select one option immediately and then continue and investigate it. Most people make a quick decision and then try to justify that decision. But better decisions come from tracking multiple options simultaneously before selecting the winner. Then, with better insight gained on each option, even better options might reveal themselves, or among the options you have, the better will begin to stand out. For tough decisions, select options that are fundamentally different and test them for their goodness of fit to your intended needs. Gather information on them all and continually compare the data to each other. By comparing options, you get a better feel for what's the most important aspects of your decision. Keep asking yourself, what do I want and why do I want it? These answers become the criteria to which a good option must satisfy. Rank your options under these different criteria, reflecting why the decision is important, and include metrics such as performance, cost, time, difficulty. Force yourself to search for unfamiliar options outside your domain of expertise, and don't dismiss an unfamiliar option prematurely. Compare each option to see in comparison how well they satisfy your criteria. Proposition 3. Discuss your decision with the subject matter expert, especially if it's important. The difficult decisions are those with low information and high uncertainty. Information gaps are too often filled with personal assumptions, guesses, and raw intuition. So find an expert who has information on the base rates of success on each of your options. Now, people become experts in selected subject matters because they have knowledge and experience you don't have. Seek expert knowledge when you need information on your alternatives, even if you have to pay for it, especially if the outcome for your decision is important. You want to avoid regrets. Other people and books may contain just the information you're looking for, so don't discount the possibility of gaining better information on your options by making a little effort. If you have a problem and you're searching for the best way to solve it, find someone who has had your problem and successfully solved it. Consider their advice as an option to add to the ones you already have. Now, my final message. Widen your decision space to include fundamentally different options, because better decisions come from better alternatives. If by understanding the reasons for making a decision, both the benefits you expected to gain and the costs you may have to pay for those benefits, you'll be better able to find viable options to pick from. You'll make better decisions if you avoid the 4 biggest mistakes people make when making a decision. 1, too few alternatives considered. 2, thinking that you know all there is to know. And 3, making decisions when you're emotionally excited. And 4, overconfident in your prediction about the future. Once you develop better practices for making decisions, you'll begin to become more decisive as your confidence in your decision-making process grows. All right, that's all for now. Remember to stay positive. You'll be happier, healthier, and live longer.